How's it going, everyone? My name is Sinikle, and welcome back to the house in Fata Morgana. So, quick recap. Last video, if you have not watched it, we have seen and talked a bit with the, I guess you could say, second soul that resided within Morgana, which turned out to be the real identity of the white-haired girl after all this time that we have seen her in the past of the story behind these doors. So that was a fun little tidbit of information that was very much necessary after all this time. Pretty cool to learn that. And after we have extinguished that part of Morgana's soul, we have witnessed Morgana kind of shift a little bit. She still doesn't forgive the three men, but she has agreed with us, Mikkel, that enough was enough. And so she is going to help us, and we are going to help her in the, I guess you can say, recovering process. So let's do that, shall we? Let's jump right on in. Revolution. We leave the observation tower. Walk down the mansion halls. Hand in hand, we travel the cursed mansion's corridors. The halls overflow with darkness, cut off from the sun and devoid of color. Despite having spent much time in this place, it's never stopped being depressingly gloomy. No one, for any reason, should be left behind in a place like this. We cross through the living room, making our way to the back garden door. There are no children laughing beyond the door, but I can faintly smell flowers.
Mikkel, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say to them?
If nothing comes to mind, you don't have to say anything. I get the feeling they'll have something to say to you, though. So if you would, try to hear them out.
I'm not looking forward to this.
It will go fine, I promise. Nothing that happens could possibly make things worse than they already are. The only way to go from here is up, so up we go.
Let's go then, I suppose.
Let's go. A hollow breeze brushes through the gray-filled rose garden. The shadow standing there turns towards us. It gradually starts looking more and more like the young man it once was. Mel.
Morgana?
It's okay. We are here to free your soul.
Mikkel. You forgive me for what I did, Morgana. No, I don't. All this means is that I'm done cursing you. Either way, thank you. I know what I'm doing here
I know what I'm doing here now. Or, well, I guess I remember what I'm doing here. I deserve to be cursed. After everything I've done to you. It can't have been easy, that's for sure. I'm sorry for all the pain I caused. What's done is done. I guess. Still, I wasn't lying when I said I wanted to be friends. I meant it. I really did. I know now why you did what you did. Why you sold me out. Some people might say you had no other choice, but as the girl you actually sold out, those are words you will never hear from my lips. Fair enough. Nonetheless, objectively speaking, you two were a victim. Do you not resent me for punishing you in spite of that? Huh? I presume you are now able to recall everything, both your first life and your second one I subjected you to, when the house was called Rose Manor? Yeah. What happened then was the result of my wish. You have every right to despise me. The way I see it, with or without your curse, Nell still would have had the same feelings for me. It was my fault for being too dense to realize she thought of me as more than a brother. Things would have turned out the way they did regardless. The white-haired girl was the spark that set her off, though. And it was because of me that she ended up at that mansion. My wish was to see your life utterly ruined. And in service of that desire, the white-haired girl was born into that era as your half-sister. So I disagree. My curse did play a significant role in your fate. Regardless, I don't feel like it would be right of me to blame you. Things turned out the way they did because I was weak and ran from the problem instead of facing it. Michael wouldn't have had to get hurt either, if only I'd had more of a spine. I guess calling her Michelle, that's what I meant to say before, is kind of confusing with Mikkel here, huh? How should I refer to her then? Girl Michelle? I've been already using the female version of the name, so I don't see. Okay, well, whatever. We're skipping past that. Creativity is not your strong suit, is it? Oh. She wouldn't happen to be around, would she? She has departed from this world. Or perhaps it would be better to say she's returned to her rightful place in it. The girl you knew as Michelle is gone forever. Ah. That's too bad. I was hoping I could apologize to her too. I believe you have made your feelings quite clear. Wait. Oh no, I did. Okay. All I saw was the name of Morgana, so I thought that was Morgana saying that, but no, okay. I did good. I did good. You did good, Sinikle. Okay, anyways. Not that she would hold it against you if you didn't apologize. That's simply her nature. Oh. Well, Morgana, I'm so sorry for everything. I am going to free your soul from the bonds of this cursed mansion. after which it should return to its rightful place. Okay. But before that, I've got one last thing I'd like to say to you, Mikkel. To me, it was a little hazy, but I did kinda get to see what you were up to until just a little bit ago. If you hadn't done what you did for me, for Nell, for Morgana, for everyone, I'm not sure I would have been able to work up the guts to apologize. I'm pretty sure I would have still been convinced I wasn't at fault. It may not have been real, but your effort wasn't in vain. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. Farewell, Mel. Until our souls cross paths once more, and the boundless sphere is fate. Goodbye, Morgana. You don't have to tell me that he wasn't a bad person. But bad people aren't the only ones who do bad things.
That's true, yes. But having a conscience can be a double-edged sword. The regret, so overwhelming, you don't want to believe you could do something so awful, that some outside force must be to blame. So I hope you are willing to accept at least part of his apology.
Lead the way, my dear, to where the next soul awaits.
She hasn't given an answer yet.
Alright. Transition screen, I'm gonna take a drink.
Nice cold water in these harsh, warm times. So warm, so hot.
It's only gonna get hotter. Oh yeah. Oh my god. I just realized we're halfway through the year already. Oh my god. Okay, anyways.
The staircase leading to the cellar is quiet. The air is still. No sounds of flesh being devoured. No stench of blood. Just darkness reaching ever downward.
Making his voice a little bit deeper. I don't know why. Just feels a little right. I'm going to have to ask you to go in the first this time. Oh, okay.
I don't mind, but why?
I'd rather not be skewered. Cute.
It will be fine, I'm sure. I doubt he will attack.
I can't say I'm anywhere near as confident as you. So you get to be my meat shield, should anything go wrong.
Ah, so that's what I am to her.
We may not have bodies, but we are still capable of feeling pain.
You don't have to remind me.
Look at her sprite. That little grin. Little shit. Oh god, the expressions they have on each sprite, it's so fucking good, man. Whoever the artist for this is, they just fucking, they did just such an exceptional, fantastic job, okay? I just want to point that out right now. Oh shit. So good. Anyway, continuing on. I have to say, I'm surprised you actually made it to the top of the tower.
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Half and half. Regardless, don't assume you are safe just because you are already dead. If he were to attack and destroy your soul, you would be erased for all eternity. There would be no coming back in any shape or form after any amount of time. Just something to keep in mind.
I'm not worried. We shouldn't have any trouble talking to him.
If you say so. Then off we go.
I push open the cellar door. Behind it, a shadow of a man sits on the floor, leaning against a stack of boxes. He slowly rises to his feet upon hearing us enter. And as he does, the blackness dissolves away, revealing the man.
I almost didn't recognize you. Your face, it's not how I remember. It's back to normal, yes. I see. So you weren't a witch. You were a pretty human girl. You look a little like the blind girl. No, I do not. Not one bit. If anything, he looks far more like her than I. White hair, red eyes. They even have almost the same name. I think comparing her to a large, dour-looking man is a bit disrespectful.
Don't pretend you look any more approachable.
He's not even half the man you think he is.
Was that really necessary, Morgana?
He is a man. He's indisputably a man. No matter what reason you have to claim otherwise.
Damn. I bet you anything Mikkel's like taken aback by that comment. Holy shit. That's actually I'm not gonna lie, that's actually the first decent thing he has actually said ever. At least to Mikkel. Kind of. Like, right? Holy shit. Alright. I'm taken aback too. Damn. That caught me off guard. He caught me good! Anyway, sorry.
Actually, can angels be male or female?
Can you please cut it out with the angel thing already?
So, what brings you two down here? We are here to free your soul. You are forgiving me? Absolutely not. However, I have decided that there's no point in punishing you any further. I see. You are, in no uncertain terms, one of the most evil men I have ever encountered. I can hardly argue with that. Should you so desire, I can eradicate you.
Morgana, what are...
Let me finish, Mikkel. Instead of letting your soul return, I can erase it. Your existence is a scar on the world. The allure of killing is too strong for you to resist. Even without my curse, you would bring pain and misfortune on others. You are right.
And that would probably be for the best. The world would be better off without me. And I know that. I do. But I don't want to disappear.
As you wish. Then I will release your soul.
Before I go, allow me to burn this into my soul.
You must resist temptation if you are to blend in.
So in my next life, I won't be a killer.
I suppose it's worth trying. Do your best.
I will.
I forgot that was his name. Even though it's been said quite a few times before, I still forgot that was his name.
Farewell, Yukamasa. Until our souls cross paths once more in a boundless fierce fate.
Farewell, Morgana.
What about us?
That bitch. He's not the only one who derived pleasure from others' pain.
Morgana?
It's strange, setting them free. I both feel like a weight's been lifted, and like I'm the greatest villain of them all.
Perhaps, by forgiving them, you can come to forgive yourself.
But if I forgive them, what does that make everything I've done up till now?
The first step toward moving on.
Could you forgive those who wronged you then? The woman who tormented you, your brother who made a mockery of you, your eldest brother who took your life, your mother so unwilling to accept you she burned you at the stake, the villagers who falsely accused you of being a witch, your father who raped the woman you love.
Jesus fucking Christ, had to bring all that up, huh?
Could you forgive them?
If they were willing to repent.
And if they weren't? What if they showed up, intent on causing you more pain?
Then I
suppose I'm not acting much better than any of them right now. Let's go. We have one more soul to set free.
This one's gonna be a little bit tough on her. Maybe.
Alright. Let's get it done and over with. Let's go.
There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Is Giselle really there with you? Because I can't sense her at all. If she were in the mansion, I would know. But I can't feel her presence anymore. Be honest with me. You can't feel her either, can you? Are you sure her soul hasn't extinguished?
She's here. I'm certain of it. Lost, somewhere deep in the mansion's darkness. Once we've purged that darkness, she should be free to return. I have faith in her.
I see. Well, I'm not sure how much this means coming from me, but I hope you see her again.
I will. And thank you.
I'm actually rather fond of her, Giselle. Although I suppose it's hard not to get a little attached to someone you have spent several hundred years with.
Just attached. Giselle, she's fairly fond of you herself.
I can only hope.
Oh man, they're gonna leave her for last, huh? Like at the very fucking end. God damn it. Oh well.
The smell of cigarette smoke seeps through the cracks in the den door. It's perfectly quiet behind it, however. No chatter or clacking of blood's balls. Blood balls? Balls!
Okay, I'm done.
Morgana appears slightly reluctant to step through the door. Or perhaps she's tense. Shall we? Her hand in mine. I push open the door.
Ooh, okay.
Damn, it's really gray in here, huh? Grayer than all the others.
A shadow is perched on the edge of a dark green rectangular table. He freezes for a moment when he hears us enter. Quickly finding his composure and marching towards us, determination in his step. The shadows dissolve, revealing the man.
Oh damn. He's even wearing his yeah, the robe. Huh.
Morgana?
Your face. It's healed. It did. It's been a long time coming. And would you look at that? Not a letdown. Was it him that healed you? Yes, it was him.
Well, I'll be. I was always hoping I'd be the one to have the honor.
You lost that qualification when you...
Yeah, I know. I'm the one who made you into the witch. The one who killed you. I don't expect or deserve your forgiveness. I'd still like a chance to make amends in any way you wish. Even if it means being cursed for all eternity.
I am here to release your soul. Once that's done, that's it from me. No curses, but also no forgiveness. Nothing.
Huh. So you are
Cutting ties completely.
damn.
Truthfully, I had no idea how you felt about me. But that ship sailed long ago. Far, far too long ago. I know. Nothing could change how I feel about you, not anymore. I bet. I'm going to release your soul now. Could you hold off on that a moment? I don't expect you to reciprocate or even accept. But if I don't put my feelings into words, I'll never get them through to you. I think that's how she put it anyway. So I ask for this one last chance to put them into words. Morgana? Fine. The girl with the white hair, my wife. Michelle, whatever. Something about that name always felt off to me. I could never shake the feeling that calling her that was somehow wrong. When I first saw her first smile, I was dead certain that she was what had always been missing from my life. That I had finally found what I'd been searching for. And now I know why. Because I felt you in her. The memories of you ingrained on my soul. You should know better than anyone that we are nothing alike. That girl wouldn't say anything remotely impolite even if you held a knife to her throat. You are right. You are nothing alike. But you have both got this aura about you that drew me in. Your soul's aura. I loved you dearly, Morgana. I've got no right to ask anything of you, I know. But could you maybe smile for me? Just once is all I ask.
Come on, baby girl, please.
Ah. Damn. Alright. I can't do it. I should. I know I should. That it would let us end things on a nice note. But I can't force myself to smile. It wouldn't be fair. Yeah. I guess you are right. Sorry for putting you in that position. I've said my piece. I'm ready now. Okay. Very well then. Very well, Jacob. Until our souls cross paths once more, and be bound to the sphere of fate. Goodbye, Morgana.
You couldn't have done anything more for him?
Such as... I won't deny that my feelings about him are complicated. But the things he did to me, they eclipse all that. Merely learning the truth, hearing how he felt, is nowhere near enough to erase that.
Couldn't you at least put a little hope in your next lives? Then maybe you two could try again.
No. No, I can't. I don't want to encounter him again. Ever.
Then, if nothing else, could you try not to forget that he did save you once?
I suppose. Though my salvation, Mikkel, was not ultimately at his hands. I was watching to the very end. It may all have been an illusion, constructed from the memories of everyone's souls. But that didn't make your actions any less real. The things you said to me, your earnest desperation. Learning the truth is only partly why I decided to release their souls. The biggest reason, however, was seeing how far you went for me. If you hadn't been there for my death, if you hadn't done what you did, then I would not have freed them.
Nonetheless, it is unfair for me to wish you had shown him that smile instead. Morgana?
Well, that's the last of them. Shall we be off now? The front door should open, now that I'm not willing it closed any longer. Shall we take our leave of this house? Alright, so we're at the last cross here. One of these options leads to a alternate ending, while another one leads to a true ending. So, for the sake of this here, I am going to choose the alternate first, and then we'll go with the true ending. Alright? Alright. Let's go for the alternate.
Let's go.
Very well.
Having finished what we set out to do, we make our way to the mansion's entrance hall. The large door stands there firmly shut, holding in the darkness as it has for countless generations. But that time is almost at an end. The door ready to be opened, to end the cycle and begin anew.
I never thought I would see the day. I never thought this door would ever need to be opened.
There's a world of light waiting out there. I'm sure of it.
Light. Hardly a friend to me.
You don't need to be afraid of it anymore.
Are you not at all worried? There's no guarantee any hope lies beyond that door. After all, when the mansion disappears, so too will we.
And that is the rightful state of things. Our present forms may cease to exist, but our souls will live on. And so long as they do, we will eventually return to the world. Let us press onward, not fearing a temporary end. She gives a brief noticeably small nod. We step up to the large door, standing side by side together, each placing a hand on its hard, cold surface. The end, at last, is within our reach. We need merely cross the barrier. I take in a deep breath, look up at the door, and slowly push it open, welcoming the future it holds.
This can't be good. The fuck?
Burn the witch.
What?
We take one step back, then another. What we find outside is not a blinding realm of light, but churning blackness and the stench of blood and rust. Metal clanks, growing louder with each heavy footstep of the approaching night.
What the fuck?
What?
Who the bloody hell are you? Well, judging by the clothes and that thing on his thing, a crusading knight? What the fuck? Okay.
Crusader!
What voice should I put for this guy? Sheesh. He looks gruff. Do I have to go deep for this one? I'll try. I'm probably gonna butcher it at first, but let's see what I can come up with. Death to the unholy. 3 days and 3 nights, hanged upon the cross, purified by the fires of heaven. Death. What's going on? I never summoned this thing.
Even though we are no longer holding hands, I can feel Morgana trembling. She is no longer the witch, the once absolute ruler of this domain, but a frightened young girl. Placing my arm around her shoulders and pulling her in, I stare, half dumbfounded at the night.
It is our holy duty, as knights of the church, to deliver punishment until the heathen, who made a pact with the devil. Oh, okay, well, he's here for us then. Woohoo! Maybe both of us, actually. And, well, anyways.
The night draws nearer and nearer. Its movements sluggish, but constant.
What? No way. This is Didier?
Brother.
What? 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 Crucify the witch. Cast a judgment upon the demon.
The word witch, coming from the delirious, vengeful phantom's mouth, proves far more distressful for Morgana than me. Please, come to your senses, Didier. I know it's you.
Judgment. Crucifixion. Execution.
Didier!
No, I'm not a witch.
The night is partially occluded by the dark, writhing miasma enveloping him, as he bears the same muscular build as the Didier I knew in life. And he's unwaveringly determined to see us executed. He draws even nearer, pushing us back into the mansion. Morgana. If you run into Giselle out there, take care of her, okay?
What?
You must make it outside.
Mikkel.
Only your soul has the power to destroy the mansion. Crucify the witch. The knight slams an armored foot against the ground, and as he raises his blade, I grab Morgana by the shoulders and shove her out the door.
Mikkel!
Once she is beyond the barrier, her body quickly fades out of sight. Meanwhile, death. The knight's blade pierces my breast, in the very same place it did at my life's end. Despite not having a body of flesh, blood spurts from the wound, staining my clothes red and dripping down my chest to form a puddle beneath me. Did he,
It is my duty to punish the impure.
please.
To uphold the Belinja name.
Snap out of it.
It is my duty as the eldest son.
It looks like you are the same as us. Trapped by your own curse. Shackled by the weight of all your responsibilities. As a knight, and as the firstborn son.
It is my duty to kill the witch.
Yeah. This doesn't have to go on any longer. Didier, if I could, I would release your soul. Release you from those bonds. But I no longer can. If I don't do something, though, you are liable to spend eternity drifting through the darkness in the chains of your obsession. Which leaves me one option. To provide you salvation. Didier. I'll save you, Didier. I'll save you from your duty. Do you remember when you and George would practice swords fighting out in the courtyard? I always wanted to join you, but I never did get the chance. I wanted to hold a sword in my hands. I wanted you to teach me how to use it. This is not how I was hoping our first match would go. Unfortunately, I have no other choice. Gathering what remains of my strength, I wish I've held that blade before, though it should respond to my call. The blade with which I extinguished the white-haired girl.
Oh shit.
Didier! Clasping my hands around the hilt, I pointed the long sword at Didier and thrust it into his chest. He staggers, falling onto me, and as I lack the strength to support his muscular body, the two of us go down together, landing in a pool of blood below. Didier. I won't leave you alone. We will both vanish from this world together. I'm sorry, Giselle. It doesn't look like we will be seeing each other again. It doesn't look like I'll be able to take your hand and tell you how much I adore your smile. Mine and my brother's souls are going to meet their eternal end here. Never will I have the chance to be with you again. I beg of you to please forgive me for being incapable of making any other choice. I just couldn't leave my brother behind. I am so sorry. And I do pray, Giselle, that there may be a bountiful light in your life.
Aw. Farewell. Damn. So that tells us that Didier regretted regretted what he had done. Damn, that's rough. Ooh. So that I think that implies the next one is going to be our very last. Holy shit. Well, I did not think we were there, but apparently we are. I'm baffled. That I did not expect us to see Didier's soul there, of all places. At least because of that, we learned that he did at least love us as much as he could. Because he regretted upholding the responsibilities of his duty and of being the firstborn son. Damn. That is so fucking creative. I love visual novels, man. I love them so much because you can tell a story, a very in-depth story. And you can have multiple endings. You don't have to have just one ending. You could branch off to a what if situation, and it's so fucking good. I mean, sure, they are bad. These are bad alternative endings. But they do tell us a partially in-depth side to things that we would not otherwise get. That's why I love them. Visual novels that have multiple endings, especially if they are bad or not, they are so fucking good. And that's why I love this series so far. And, well, I say so far, but we are at its end. And I can say, without a doubt, I love this series here, The House in Fata Morgana. It has been such a fucking blast. And whew, I'm kind of sad that the next one will very much likely be the last one. At least for now. As I said, I haven't looked it up yet because I'm doing back-to-back recordings. So I did mention at the ending of the last video that I will look up if there's a side story thing going on, or if there's a sequel or a prequel thing going on. I don't know what it is, but if I do have access, if I can buy it, if I can record it, I will do it, obviously.
But I'll have to look it up. I haven't done that yet. But yeah, that was a lot to unpack, though. That was a lot, and I'm glad you all stick around if you did. And I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you all do stick around for the next, maybe the last video of the house in Fata Morgana. Ooh. So if you do want to stick around for that one, please leave a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Alright? I do hope to see you all then for the next one. See you then. Bye-bye.